Right microphone. I think this is the right microphone. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me. Throw it in the chat that you can hear me. I did get a new hat. I'm glad you guys know me that well that I'm not wearing my Toyota hat. We're going to give everybody just a couple minutes to join. We get a couple stragglers coming in here. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, so we'll give another minute and then we'll get going. Oh, you like the other hat? I like the other hat better because it matches my truck. So my wife told me it was getting ratty, so I gotta buy myself a new Toyota hat. Just so everyone knows, many of you have sat through one of these before, but there's both the chat and the Q&A. Put your questions in the Q&A, otherwise I will lose them if they're in the chat, because the chat will start getting real long. So if you have questions you want me to go ahead and answer today, go ahead and throw those in the Q&A, and I will make sure to go through and answer each and every one of those. Otherwise, I just want to keep, we got 20 people here today. Like I said, some of you I have seen before, and some of you look like you're new, which is awesome. You're here just in time for Mother's Day and make some money. So I like to hear that. Werner, you're back. Adrian's here. Perfect. All right. You guys can see my screen, I'm assuming. Well, I'm going to give it till 10:03, so 2 more minutes. And I'm going to run and grab a cup of coffee, and then I'll be right back. And you guys can just watch all the people working behind me while I'm gone. All right, I'm back. We're at 10:03. Perfect. Is everybody ready to get started? We got about 24 of us. Looks good. Again, just one more reminder. Um, there's a Q&A and a chat. Put your questions in the Q&A so I see them. If you put them in the chat, I'm likely to lose them. But we're going to go ahead and just get started. I think you guys can see my screen. Yep, you can see my screen. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. First of all, who am I? Why are you sitting here listening to me? My name is John Burgess. I am the head of buyer and seller experience here at ShineOn, the head of product and on the marketing team, located in St. Petersburg at our headquarters here. You can see the logo behind me. I've been working in e-com, I think I need to edit this, 15 years now. Started selling shirts on Big Cartel back when they were the first platform to give people the option to do variants and add sizes and colors, which was mind-blowing back then. Went on to become a Magento app developer, and then have managed small to large e-commerce companies for the last couple of years before coming to ShineOn to help direct ShineOn's direction to help sellers. So yeah, and I've sold a lot of stuff online, so all over the place. Sold random things. It's fun. Agricultural equipment, aerospace, to basic consumer goods and fashion. So then a little bit about what ShineOn is, in case you're brand new and don't know. So we are a print-on-demand manufacturing partner. And what probably sets us apart from anyone you might think of as our competitor is the fact that what you see behind me is actually our manufacturing facility. And the majority of your print-on-demand suppliers don't own their own factories. So they have no control over your supply chain, which makes it difficult for them to quickly adapt when sales go up. Because we own our own supply chain and we can predict and watch when sales are going up, we can scale our production to match your production, never leaving you guys with getting a bunch of orders and orders not going out, which is probably the biggest advantage to ShineOn to our other competitors. We are 100% only making your products, so you never have to fight for line time in our manufacturing, which is a huge positive. So we have that factory, and then what we have are then our ways, our technology side, which is how you sell our products. And you have our platform, which is the shineon.com, where you can register an account and you can go on and create products, and you can put your custom domain in and sell products on that site. You don't have to worry about anything. All you do is drive traffic and make sales. The rest is all automated for you. Great if you're a marketer. We also have our Shopify app, which is what allows, if you have your own Shopify store, you are able to put our app on your store, create products, and sell them in your store. And anytime you get an order, we detect it, charge you, and go and fulfill your order for you, making it real simple. And those are your two main methods. We also have a CSV input, which is a much more manual method. A lot of people that might be running on different things like a Groove cart or something of that nature can utilize our CSV feature and upload orders via a CSV. But obviously, when you upload orders via CSV, the shipping information is not sent out anywhere. So you're going to have to go grab all that and manually upload everything. So it's a very manual method. We don't push a lot of people towards it, but it does exist. And then, I'm sure you guys have all heard this sales pitch before from other POD companies, but yeah, we have a lot of people that make a lot of money with ShineOn. And, if you're in our Facebook group, you will see our top sellers are constantly posting their success stories. You'll see Ronnie McKenzie, who will be on Michael's Coffee with Michael this afternoon. He's a big seller. He comes from selling T-shirts and other things like that. He was a big Teespring guy back in the day. He's been around for a while. He now exclusively sells ShineOn. he has completely changed his business model and realized that the amount of profits that he can make selling ShineOn jewelry outweigh anything he's ever been able to do with t-shirts. And him and his business partner, in Q4, what they say they did in 1 month, $732,000 worth of sales on one product. One. So, you know, they exist. People make a lot of money. As you can see here, we have a company that's doing almost, over 3.5 million in a year. People doing 500,000 in 6 months. These aren't, well, I say they aren't, it doesn't happen to everybody. It is fully available, and I've seen people that are relatively new hit it big. So it's doable. Don't think you can't achieve it. And while it's great to sell 300,000, I think many of you guys would be happy with selling $10,000 worth. And like last year, I did a $12,000 a year. I think that was really good for me. I was really happy with it. I made some money on it. I'm not gonna lie, didn't make a lot, but it's part-time for me. So, so what does ShineOn offer that kind of, what we like to say, sets us apart from other suppliers? So we have our custom inserts, which are our message card products that allow you to take a basic jewelry product and make it something custom and personable that pulls on that emotion and that heartstring, which makes it great for direct response marketing. We do white labeling. If you have a Shopify store, you're able to actually add white labels to where you can put a specific design and we will print it and put it in with your order. So you can offer discount codes on your store, things like that. It's just another way to market. And we are hoping to be able to launch that to custom domains on the platform soon, so that you can even start building a brand on our platform, which would be awesome. Free remakes. We're very not stingy with remakes. If there's a problem with an order or something, we just remake it. We do it. We don't ask a lot of questions. Asking a lot of questions delays you and your response times to your customers. And we believe the better your customer feels, the better you're going to do, the better your stores are going to do, the better your ads are going to do. It's worth it for us. We just remake stuff for free. We're not going to deal with that. Responsive seller support. We've got an entire team of customer service agents solely dedicated to helping sellers. They know the ins and outs of not just the platform, but the app. They're experienced sellers, so they know what you're going through, and they can help you in a lot of areas. We also have our buyer customer support. Not only do we have our ticketing system where we have response times of less than 4 hours for many of your actual buyers, we also have phone support where we're answering phone calls and speaking directly to your customers and helping them to purchase, which is awesome. Best in class images. I would say that our product images are amazing. They're extremely high quality, and we're constantly giving you more and more pictures to use and images to use to make your marketing more effective. Then obviously a box with every order. And on top of that, on many of our products, we offer the upgraded mahogany style box with the LED light. 1 to 2 days fulfillment on most orders. I'll be honest with you. If you're doing a pick product right now, your orders are going out in half a day. I mean, show me another service that can do that. If you're doing graphic pieces, we're on 2 to 3 days right now. And that's solely because that's just how long it takes us to make the product. We can't go faster than that. We generally say 3 to 5, and right now we're doing it in 2 to 3. So, and this is in the lead up to Mother's Day, and we're gonna try and keep those numbers in effect all through Mother's Day. So if you're getting sales for Mother's Day, you can expect your orders to literally be going out the next day. That type of response time is what sellers need to scale and continue to scale and get the positive feedback, so that what you achieve during Mother's Day will help you to achieve even more when it comes to Q4. And then if you are on our platform, we are doing email remarketing, we are doing Facebook retargeting, and we're doing SMS remarketing for free for all of your products. You can go in, Kirst, he posted a post a couple days ago, and he actually showed an account that was shut down. It had been shut down for a month. And he went and said, hey, look, in the last month, I did close to like a couple $1,000s worth of sales. But he was not running ads. So it's solely ShineOn's retargeting and remarketing. We're bringing in $1,000 worth of sales, and he was doing nothing. So it just shows just driving traffic, while it might not result in immediate sales, it does result in retargeting and remarketing sales. And we do a lot. We work with some of the industry's best people to do that. So you're getting a really awesome service for free right now. And it's hard to argue with it because I get sales now too for my products, and I'm not running ads for them. And I'm not arguing. I'll take it. So then, again, you've heard me talk about the platform and the app, and many of you are probably well aware of this, but I just like to always define this out so that it helps you to define, if you don't know where you want to go, it helps you to define why you would go in a certain direction versus the other direction. The app is built for people that want to build a brand, build a store. Maybe you want to sell products that aren't just ShineOn. And you're willing to put in the effort. You have to build a store. You have to do new design. You have to do customer support. You have to build out your emails. You have to build out your SMS. You're paying for all of those apps, right? So Shopify is someone that wants to build the brand, wants to build the e-commerce store, wants to figure out how to maximize that world and take that on, right? There's way more to it than just marketing when you talk about Shopify. However, if you don't want to get into that, or maybe you don't want to get into that right away, and what you go is, what I really want to do is get on Facebook and start selling stuff and see where that takes me. That's where the platform comes in. You just go to the platform, you create products, and then you drive traffic to those products. We're going to do all your customer support. We're going to do all your fulfillment. We're going to take care of everything. And once your order ships, we just go, hey, here's your money, and you can just deposit it into your account. Really, really simple. If a customer decides a week later, returns your product, we don't take our money back from you. You made a sale. We unfortunately weren't able to provide a good enough service to where they wanted to return it. We take that on. We don't take that money back from you. So you guys just need to be out there selling. Like, if you just want to get out and do marketing, that's what you're good at. That's what the platform is built for. And everyone might think, oh, all the big sellers are doing Shopify, and it's completely wrong. It's a very even split. We have some of our biggest accounts that are doing $10,000 days are on the platform, because those people go, I don't want to do all the extra work. I just want to run ads. That's what I'm good at, and that's how I can make money. So they use the platform and they love it. So you just got to think about what you want to do, where you want to be spending your time, and where you want to be spending your money. Because, like I said, the platform, there's no upfront cost. All you have to do is figure out how to drive traffic. So your money's going into ads. If you want to do the Shopify direction, you're going to be spending a lot of money just updating and maintaining a store. So you have to be prepared to have that money spent there, as well as spending money on ads. So you got to keep that in mind. And then this is the one last thing I like to cover, because it is confusing for new sellers. And so I really like to call this out. There's two types of graphic pieces, and sometimes this can get a bit confusing. You have your seller upload. And by seller upload, you are a seller. So you are uploading a design to that graphic piece, and your buyer gets to customize the engraving that goes on the back as an upsell, right? An extra $10, they can put "I love you, mom" on the back. The other option is buyer upload. And what that means is all you're doing is publishing a blank product, and your buyer is getting to put their image on that product, and for an upsell, put their engraving on the back. Mother's Day is coming up. If you are not trying out buyer upload products, you are missing out wholeheartedly. I would say the heart bangles, the heart necklace, like for me, I would put a picture of my daughter on the heart and I would give it to my mom, right? Grandma, granddaughter. It would sell. My mom would love it. Like she'd wear it everywhere, right? She's obsessed with my child. So that type of product is perfect for Mother's Day. It's highly customizable, highly personable. It's the perfect thing. You pair that with an emotional message card and it sells like hotcakes. Last year we had a seller that was doing close to 3,000 bangles a day in sales. I don't, you're selling that at $60 to $70. I'm not great at math, but that's like $100,000 a day in sales. Think you'd all be happy with that. So keep those in mind. If you haven't experimented with the buyer upload products, they are a huge moneymaker. Their AOVs are super high. I mean, the jewelry products, you're in the $45 to $60 range. The buyer upload, you're in the $65 to $80 range. So just keep that in mind. They are great products. They do have a production time though. So your selling window will end sooner with these products than it will with the message card. So do both. But I would be out there right now with these buyer upload and I'd be trying to push them. All right, so that's the end of my little presentation. I like to keep that short and sweet. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to look at the chat real quick because I did see one question. Joseph, you're trying to sign up your affiliate account in settings. I'm assuming you're on the platform with that, Joseph. It sounds, if you're not seeing an analytics section, it's probably because you haven't sold anything. We generally will hide the analytics until you actually sell a product, because otherwise it's very distracting and it's blank, right? So what you're probably seeing is the little thing with a checklist and a video of me right there. Once you get a sale, that will disappear and the analytics will pop in. But we wait until you get that first sale to show you the analytics, because what we really want you to do is make sure you got your account fully set up. So if you're not able to enter payment information, I'm going to write your email down here. Can you send John at ShineOn a message right now on Facebook? And I will reply to you soon. And everybody, please make sure you're putting your questions in the Q&A, not the chat. I'm going to stop looking at the chat now and go to my Q&A because everybody's been waiting patiently over here. All right, Werner, quick question. Do I need to do anything in regards to pixel setup when setting up an ad? Doing it now and I'm stuck. All you have to do to set up your pixel, now if you follow the direction, Werner, are you Shopify or platform? Throw it in the chat because I won't see it in Q&A. Are you Shopify or platform? It's platform. Okay. No. When you run your ad, if you're using a custom domain, make sure you watch my video where I show you how to set up your pixel events. You should do that. Make sure your pixel events are set up, your 4 pixels, right? View content, add to cart, initiate checkout, purchase event. You need to make sure you have those 4 set up. I've got videos on YouTube all about doing that for the platform with custom domains. Once you've inputted your pixel though, when you create a product, your pixel is assigned to that product. So when you run an ad, as long as that pixel you're using the right pixel in your ads, which it's literally like right up at the top of the page of this manner to tell you what pixel you're under. As long as that pixel is the same pixel you're using on your product and the platform, you're good to go. So nothing extra that you're gonna have to do. But do make sure you have your event set up if you haven't. Shane McCormick, I've been away for a while. What's the best way to jump back in and get caught up to speed on new products and what's selling? Well, Shane, the first thing that I would do is just browse the catalog. We've got a lot of new products in there. We got a lot of new products coming out very, very soon. I've got at least 2 products coming to you before Mother's Day that are perfect for Mother's Day. So those will be coming out very soon. The other thing I would do is I would make sure you're active in the Facebook group. You can go to the announcements tab in that Facebook group and scroll down through the announcements that we've made over the past couple of months. That way you'll see anytime we launched a new feature, anytime we launched a new product, anything of that type of nature that you should know about, you would see it in that announcements tab in our Facebook. And then I'd also make sure that you have a reminder notification for Michael's Coffee with Michael this later today. All of you, I'm saying this to every one of you, be available for that. You are going to get to hear Michael and Ronnie sit down and talk about how Ronnie got to where he is, his history with Teespring, and then why he got into ShineOn and why he's now solely focused on ShineOn. He's actually creating a course all about ShineOn and how he found his success and the methods that him and his business partner use to achieve that success. And they have achieved a lot of success with us over the last 6 months. So I highly recommend you watch that live. It's going to be extremely informative, and you're going to get info out of that you can't get anywhere else. So all of you should be going, and I expect that live to have a couple hundred people on it today. We're on a platform. We select a niche, but there is an option to add an optional niche. What is supposed to go in there? So what we're doing with that niche, just so you're aware, is like I said, so we do all of your retargeting, remarketing, SMS. It's really helpful if we kind of know what the product is. So if we know you're selling it, hey, to my wife, we don't want to send them an email that says, hey, your grandkids are going to love it, right? So that's what we use that niche for. If you have one that you put like other, basically we're going to put it through a very generic flow so that we don't scare anybody off by saying the wrong message. But what we like to do is have targeted flows. So if we know you're targeting a mom versus a daughter versus a granddaughter versus a grandma, we can put it through slightly different flows to make sure we're achieving the best results. So that's really why we have the niches in there. So the more accurate you are with that information, the better our internal automated systems are going to work to get you the highest number of sales possible. Erica asks, I have a question regarding understanding your audience. I've read to create a customer avatar. How do you find out what the audience likes and dislikes? Also, when should you start Mother's Day ads on Facebook? Do you suggest also using Instagram and Pinterest? Do you have any good copy tips? I'm not sure what you mean by customer avatar. I think really what you're looking to do is define who your customer is. And a lot of that you'll learn by running your ads, right? You'll run some ads, and basically what you'll do is you'll find an ad, hey, it's doing pretty well to a generic audience. So then you're going to go and run that ad, and you're going to split it out. And then you're going to split it out by age ranges or geolocations or occupation or something to kind of slowly narrow your audience down. And I think what you're asking is, how do you figure out what that is? And it's all testing. You're not just going to know. You can take an educated guess, right? But you're never going to know who your real audience is until you test it and test it against something. You're going to test, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 to see, okay, this is an older audience, so I'm only going to sell this to 50 plus, or hey, this is a younger audience, so it's going to be 18 to 35. You have to, the only way you're going to learn that is by testing. As far as when you should run your Facebook ads for Mother's Day, last week you should have started. We are already seeing sales ramping up here. So and I'm not saying you're late to the game, but you're like right on time. So start now, what I would say. Mother's Day is perfect for now. People are starting to think about it. They know it's coming up. It's the next major holiday. Technically you have Easter, but not everybody is religious. And Mother's Day is much more generic of a holiday that is cross-religion. It's super popular in the US. It's a huge gift giving, and people are still very separated in the US. So online gift buying is going to be huge again this year. Um, I would expect us to basically have a mini Christmas. So I highly recommend getting out and start your Mother's Day stuff right now. Good copy tips. Really, it all comes down to pulling on that emotion and defining your customer journey, right? If you're selling a product that's, to my wife, and your copy is just like, hey, yeah, she's gonna love it. You're not connecting the dots. Your copy needs to match your product. You need to finish the gap, right? So you're targeting a man buying something for his wife, and the product has this sweet message, right? But then you need to put in your copy, your wife's really gonna love this personalized thing that's perfect for her and shows you really care, right? Those are the things guys think about. They're like, I really need to find something that's gonna show her that I spent more than an hour thinking about this. I didn't just go on Amazon onto a wish list and just pick something that she had. I'm really finding something and thinking about it because I care so much. Putting all that and going, she's gonna really think you care. That the guy goes, yeah, that's what I wanted to think. You need to finish that customer journey in your copy and provide the answers to all of the questions the guy is trying to answer with this product, right? Like he's going in and saying, here's the 4 things I want to achieve by buying a Mother's Day gift. So your description should solve all 4 of his problems and say, she's going to know you thought about it. She's going to know you care. She's going to know you spent more than $5 and it's a good product. All those types of things. That's what you need to do with your copy. Werner, Stethoscope's pendant is not on the platform. Is there different products on the platform with Shopify? Yeah, there are a couple products that are Shopify only and not on the platform. And the reason came down to Facebook's algorithm. We have a couple of remembrance products and then the stethoscope. And when we first launched them, we had it on the platform and the app. And there was some risk involved, right? Because you all share the platform. And Facebook changed its algorithm with COVID and made it really negative for people to target nurses. So we took it off the platform because it was causing issues with people's accounts. However, if you have a platform or a Shopify store and your entire thing is all about nurses, Facebook let you go because they knew that was your audience. So we didn't want to take it away from everybody, but for the quick flip marketer, it wasn't working. It was causing people's ads to get shut down, so we took it away. Same with remembrance. There was some correlation to ad accounts getting shut down, so we removed it from the platform just because we want to keep it safe for everybody and not cause issues. But for the most part, everything is on both. Platform, free shipping option. How do we select for USA only? It's already selected for you. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. We do. Here's how free shipping works for your customer. Let's say we're charging $6. That's going to become free. Let's say international is $10. International is going to become $4 for your customer. So you don't have to do free only in the US. It's also discounted to international. So you can say free shipping US, discounted international if you want. But we only, when people input their address in checkout, that's how we then provide them the shipping options. And so if they put in that they're in England, it's not going to show them free USA. And when you do turn it on, it will show you. It shows your customers that it's free USA shipping. So we do try and call it out. So I wouldn't be too concerned with that, to be honest with you. Where can I find more info on white labeling? If you go and check out our knowledge base, I believe there's an entire article on that. And if you can't figure out how to get there, whether you're in the app or the platform, there's like a learn section or a help section. If you go there, it'll direct you to this page. It's called pages.shineon.com. And in there, there's a link to the knowledge base. And under Shopify, it'll have a white labeling article. Read that, tells you all about it, the cost, what you have to do, how to do it. There may even be a video. I'm not 100%. Werner, you can use bit.ly URLs on Facebook. I wouldn't. I would just make your URLs that you use on ShineOn short. Unless you're trying to play some sort of Google SEO game with a long tail keyword, which is, I would highly recommend it against trying that option. Just keep them short. You know, my URL suffix or prefix is like John, right? And then it's dash, and I name my products like initials. Like if it's Mother's Day, it's MD1, MD2, MD3. That's what I'm naming my product. So my URLs are staying really short. It's shineon.com/product/John-MD1. Relatively short, and so it doesn't clog up Facebook. And it also, to Facebook, looks like a much better URL. Like they're like, yes, clearly he's driving traffic to where he says he's driving traffic. Like there's no redirect going on that Facebook would have to worry about. Werner, I'm going to look into your product today. I'm actually going to send a message right now to check the queues. So hopefully your product jumps out of that queue status. Sahar, can I use the platform with Shopify? No, that's not. You either use Shopify and you use our Shopify app on your store, or you use the platform. But you can put our app on your Shopify store, which is the exact same thing. It's just we're going to post products to your store, not to our store. Annie asked, can we sell on both the platform and the app? Is the platform another website? Yeah, so like you can do both. You will need an account for both, right? Different emails for both. You can't use the same email. That being said, we have a lot of people who have a Shopify store for a certain thing. Let's say I've got a store that's all around selling stuff to police wives, right? Like my husband's a cop type thing. Mother's Day is coming up. They come up with a product that has nothing to do with police wives. It doesn't make sense for them to run that through their Shopify store, through their ad account that has nothing to do with police wives, right? So they can go to the platform and create that product and run ads there with a different account. No worries whatsoever. They can do all their police stuff over here with their store they built up. When they have just a quick idea that they're like, hey, I can turn this around and make some money, the platform is perfect for that. So we have a lot of people that do both. And you can use it for testing. You can use the platform for all sorts of things. Yeah, there's no reason why you can't do both. I highly recommend it. Tracy, can you shoot John ShineOn a message on Facebook and give me your email, and I will go confirm your account for you, and then you'll be all set. Adrian, for buyer upload products, when using Product Personalizer app in Shopify, you can't use Product Personalizer and buyer upload products. Those two can't work together. So, you gotta think about this one, Adrian. I don't know that that's gonna work to do buyer upload, message card, product personalizer, artwork swapper all in one. I haven't tested that out. I would need to test that. I would be really afraid of that breaking something, but we can test it out. Anonymous says, disregard my question. Done. Joseph, I answered that email or that one already. He said thank you. Bree asked, how do we drive traffic to a product on the platform other than Facebook ads, Instagram, Pinterest, how else? So yeah, Facebook is the biggest one. You have Instagram, Pinterest. We have people doing Snapchat, people doing TikTok. You can work with micro influencers to drive traffic. Generally, you're using some sort of ad-based program. You can go and write a blog. It's going to be slow going, but it's possible. The real concept is you have to create an audience somewhere. So you have to have some sort of presence somewhere. So however you want to create that presence. If you don't want to pay for Facebook ads, you can go build a Facebook page. And you can do everything to get a ton of engagement on that Facebook page, and then eventually you can post a product in there and get organic sales. It's going to take a long time to do that. Facebook ads are going to be much faster. You can also just run engagement campaigns to build your Facebook group up faster and then try and use that for organic sales. But the social media platforms are going to be your number one driver for product sales and traffic. Shruti, I'm using a custom domain and want to try Google Ads, but Google needs to track the conversion by installing a code on my website. Can you help me with this? We have the Google Analytics plugin. If you're trying to do Google Shopping, I don't know how doable that is because you're going to have to give them a product feed, and I don't know that you can provide a product feed for Google out of the platform. You're really trying to get heavy into Google, I highly recommend Shopify because you'll be able to better control your schema, better control your product feeds, and things like that are going to be what you really want to optimize Google. Trying to do it through the platform, you're going to be very limited on what you're actually able to customize for Google. So I don't think Google's the best way for the platform. I would highly recommend Google for Shopify stores, though. As far as installing that code, you might be able to get away with doing a DNS version of that. But we do have a Google convert code in. So try making sure you have your Google Analytics set up on your platform account. Make sure that's set up and see if that works. And see if you have a way of doing a DNS version like we do with Facebook, where you can go just add that to your cPanel for your custom domain and kind of circumvent their system. Let's say you keep getting banned from Facebook. How do you think another social media like Instagram, Twitter will still make money from those things? Yeah, I think Pinterest is a great way. It's relatively cheap. Etsy is a great way for you to get out there and spend very little money and try and get sales. You can try Amazon. You can try eBay. Yes, Instagram, Twitter. Why not try Snapchat? Why not try TikTok? They're all very much in their infancy, like Facebook and Instagram used to be. So I've heard of some people having great success on TikTok. So I'd give it a shot. I don't know much about it, I'll be honest with you. It's not my area, but we'll see. But yeah, Etsy is a great way if you want to build redundancies, right? So if you're selling products, and you might as well put them on Amazon, you might as well put them on Etsy, you might as well put them on eBay. Even if you're not doing anything with them, it's not going to hurt anything, and the cost is very, very low. So, Shane, I hate to be this person, but where can I find replays of these sessions? I will post this replay directly to YouTube. If you go to the ShineOn YouTube, there's a playlist called ShineOn Beginner Webinars. Every week, I upload a replay directly to YouTube. So you can just go there and you can watch past weeks. We also post all of Michael's Coffee with Michael. I got hiccups. Forgive me. We post all of his videos. Everything is on YouTube, so I highly recommend go there if you want to watch more videos. Um, Renette, happy Friday. I'm on the app. I noticed that some customers make obvious typos and spelling issues. Can you speak about how this is handled? I've caught a couple and had them fixed by sending in a chat ASAP. Will you prefer the processing person fix? So if you're on the app, we have a report a problem tool. So inside, I'm going to share a screen. Because this is a good one for me to cover. Let's go here. Let me get out of my presentation. Let's open up a Shopify store. I got to think of one I might have an order in. Let's just try this. It's one of my test stores here. So when you get, so you can fix a lot of this inside of our app. It depends, right? You have a very limited amount of time. Once it's technically like in production, you don't have the ability to fix it. But if you get it early, if you notice it early, you can fix these yourself, which is an awesome thing. I'll just show you exactly where to do it. So when you're in here, if we go to orders, and I probably don't have an order available. Here we go. Okay. So like this one, technically, if I came into this one, right, over here where there's like a help, you can see these will pop up, and this is before it's shipped, right? And this is what we call our resolve a problem or our RAP tool, RAP for short. But if you have a bad address, you can say, hey, I need to change it real quick, and you can select this, and you can actually change the address and hit change, and it'll change it in our system. If they have, this order doesn't have any, but if it has like engraving customizations, it'll have a thing that says change personalizations, and you can select that, and you can change the engravings that they typed in. Things like that you'll be able to change here as long as the order hasn't been moved to production, which there's a short window because we ship so fast. So obviously if it's already marked, that's when, you know, you can go in and you can actually like pause the order. But once it's been moved into production, reach out to our support staff and they can generally get it fixed for you. But if it hasn't been moved into production, you can use this tool to change it yourself. So hope that makes sense for you. Shane says, awesome. What time is coffee with Michael and where? In our Facebook group. If you go there at the very top will be his post about it. And you hit reminder. I want to say it's like, let me just look real quick. It's like 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern time. Let me get to, let's see, he is going live at 3 p.m. Eastern time today. So go to that post and hit get reminder, and that way it'll send you a reminder when he's getting ready to go live. All right. So Linda says, since your marketing is only done on the ShineOn platform, would you suggest being on the ShineOn platform in addition to my Shopify store? Your store has more than just ShineOn. It's up to you. If you're running your own Shopify store, I hope you're running your own retargeting and your own remarketing, because that would be very valuable for you. That being said, there is a cost that goes with it, but it's also part of running a store. If you want your store to be more accurate, you should have abandoned cart email flows set up. You should have SMS remarketing. You should have email remarketing. You should have Facebook retargeting set up. Those are all things that will help make your store more successful and convert more people. But if you don't want to deal with setting all that up, that's what the platform's for. And Werner, yes, you can enter anything you want, the optional niche section. Anna, good morning. I'm new here and with ecom and all. I have a Shopify store, but can I choose whether I want to sell through platform rather than my Shopify store, or I need to go via Shopify? You don't have to do Shopify. Even if you have a store, you can just go and sign up for the platform and just do the platform. If you want to, just because it's easier, that's up to you. It's really easy. It's really simple. There's a lot less starting work that has to be done. You don't have to worry about processing credit cards. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's literally, I just get to go create products and go drive traffic. And that's all you have to work. Once you figure out how to do that, then think about putting the effort into a Shopify store. But I would recommend start with the platform, figure out how to build successful products and market them. And then if you want to figure out how to maximize your own profits, that's when you can go and do Shopify. Does ShineOn still work with looks? Yes, we do. You should be getting more reviews. Let me check on that. You should be getting all sorts of reviews. I know we get thousands of them a day, but I'll go in and check on the system to make sure you're getting new ones and put it there. Santosh, what I said about another training was coffee with Michael later. It's in the ShineOn group on Facebook, so go look at that. Why do we suggest using Delaware for the retail certificate instead of the state the store is licensed in? It's because it's way cheaper in Delaware to do it than other states. If you want to pay $150 plus, you can do it in Florida. But if you want to pay like $10, you can do it in Delaware. And you'll see that a lot of companies register in Delaware because the way they charge like taxes and stuff is set up perfectly for the type of company that you're creating. So yeah, ShineOn platform means you're an affiliate. So why do you have options to create a new product? Is because you're an affiliate for the products that you're creating, right? We give you base products like, hey, this is a base product. What you get to do is go and put this in a box and put a really nice message card behind it that lets you create a product that's better targeted towards your audience that you're selling to. But you create those products. We give you plenty of pre-made designs. So if you just want to go use our pre-made designs and drive traffic to those, you 100% can. But you do have to create your own products. Dan, I've been trying to get signed up for several months now and can't get the app to work on my Shopify store. Okay, so what you're going to need to do here, Dan, is go log into the platform, so platform.shineon.com. Once you're in there, go to your profile and change the email in your platform profile. Once you've done that, then go to your Shopify store and try and download it, and it will work. The issue that you're having is the Shopify store's main email is associated with the same email that you did on platform. Once you change the platform, your Shopify store will start working. So I hope you understand that. Once you change the platform, you'll be able to go and do all the app stuff on Shopify. But first things first is you need to change the platform. Do you have an integration with eBay or Etsy? Not at this time, no. You can easily do that through Shopify. You get Shopify Lite, $9.99 a month. You don't have to have a real Shopify store. It's really just to pass orders through. That is a possibility if you want to do it that way. They are things that we are currently working on. Will I be live next week? I will be back here again on Friday next week. I will see you then. Can you recommend a source for helping set up the store? If you ask in our group, the Facebook group, a lot of our sellers have used other people to build their stores and can recommend you someone. I would recommend going that method because they'll understand what the goal is, and you have someone that's done it before and can work really quickly. The people that I've used to set up my store, it's like a 5-day turnaround to get a store built out as long as you have all the information they need. So you can get it up and ready for Mother's Day. So yeah, I would ask in the group for people to recommend people they've worked with before. We don't have integrations with Amazon, Etsy, or eBay yet. Platform, do we still have to do remarketing? No, you don't. We do it for you for free. Do you have some videos about the ShineOn platform? Yeah, ShineOn You. If you go to pages.shineon.com, there's a link to ShineOn You, and there's a whole intro series to using the platform. All things, getting your account set up, building products, all of that stuff. You can use whatever review app you want on your own store. That being said, if you use books, then we give you access to all the reviews we've collected on the platform, so you can go and instantly add real reviews to any of your products. If you use another app, it's going to be on you to collect all those reviews yourself. How do I reach out to you to send a picture of what I have a question about? Send it to me on Facebook, John ShineOn. I try and check that as much as possible, but I get a lot of messages. So anonymous, no. If you just create products, no one's going to buy them. You have to drive traffic to those products. That's how it works. We are not an open place, like an open source marketplace where anyone can come in and search and find your products. They have to find it via the link that you give them. So you're going to have to drive that traffic. All right, I have cleared out the Q&A. We're almost at 11 o'clock. That was pretty good. I still got the majority of you here. You haven't all left me yet, so I clearly haven't been boring today, so that's good. I think I'm going to call it because I've got a meeting at 11, and I need to use the bathroom before that meeting. So it's perfect timing. So I expect to see all of you on the coffee at Michael. If you're in there, make sure you tell Michael how informative John is and how amazing John is, because he is my boss, and help me out a bit. So you guys have a good day, and I will have this video uploaded very shortly on YouTube. Thank you.